If you're over 60, every supplement you take, every tea you brew, and every natural remedy you trust matters more than you think. You may believe that because something is herbal, it's harmless. But what if I told you there are 5 common herbs silently putting your heart at risk every single day? As a heart doctor, I've watched too many older adults walk into my clinic feeling fine, even proud of their natural lifestyle, only to discover their heart was under silent attack, suffering from erratic rhythms, high blood pressure, or even signs of early heart failure. And the cause? Not fast food, not lack of exercise, but certain herbs they were taking daily, believing they were doing something good. Most seniors don't even realize these herbs can interact dangerously with medications, raise heart rate, or spike blood pressure. That's why I created this message. Because I'm not just here to warn you, I'm here to guide you towards safer choices. In the next few minutes, I'll expose the 5 herbs you should stop using right now and tell you what to do instead to protect the heart that's carried you through life. The first one might already be sitting in your kitchen. Let's begin. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Licorice Root, the natural heart strain. Many seniors turn to herbal teas and supplements as a way to feel more balanced, energized, or soothed. Among the most common is licorice root, often praised for its ability to ease indigestion, sore throat, or even fatigue. But here's what most people over 60 don't know. This innocent-looking root can quietly harm your heart, especially as your body becomes more sensitive with age. Licorice root contains a compound called glycyrrhizin. It's what gives licorice that sweet, slightly bitter taste. But in the body, glycyrrhizin can cause a rapid drop in potassium levels, a mineral critical to your heart's rhythm. Low potassium leads to irregular heartbeats, severe muscle weakness, and in some cases, dangerously high blood pressure. I've seen patients experience chest pain and palpitations only to trace it back to the healthy tea they'd been sipping every evening. You may be thinking, but I don't eat black licorice candy every day. That's not the issue. The danger is often in herbal teas, digestive supplements, and even some cough syrups where licorice root hides under labels like DGL, natural licorice extract, or glycyrrhiza. These products are marketed as safe, but for a senior heart, they may not be. The problem gets even worse if you're on heart medications like diuretics, beta blockers, or blood pressure pills. Licorice can block the effect of these drugs, sending your blood pressure soaring while giving you no warning sign. One day you feel fine. The next you're dizzy, confused, or worse, rushed to the hospital with a hypertensive crisis. And here's the hardest part. This can all happen without you realizing the root cause. You might be eating well, walking daily, and still experience heart strain, all because of a so-called natural remedy. I say this not to scare you, but to protect you. Your heart, after 65, deserves gentleness and precision, not trial and error with herbs that act like silent saboteurs. Check your labels, throw out licorice-based teas and supplements, and if you're ever unsure, ask your pharmacist or doctor. Your life is worth more than a risky root. But licorice isn't the only healthy herb that's causing harm. There's another one, even more popular, that many seniors take for energy, but it could be secretly pushing your heart into dangerous territory. Let me tell you what it is. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Ginseng, the energy killer in disguise. For many seniors, Feeling low on energy becomes part of daily life, and the search for a natural boost often leads to ginseng. It's been marketed for decades as an ancient, powerful herb that improves vitality, sharpens the mind, and fights fatigue. You'll find it in teas, capsules, and energy drinks at nearly every pharmacy or health food store. But beneath its reputation as a miracle root, ginseng carries a hidden risk, especially for aging hearts. Here's the truth most companies won't tell you. Ginseng stimulates your nervous system, and that stimulation may come at the expense of your heart. It increases heart rate and blood pressure, often subtly at first, but over time, especially in seniors, it can lead to irregular heart rhythms, chronic hypertension, and in some cases, atrial fibrillation, a serious condition that can result in stroke or heart failure. You may feel wired, restless, or buzzed after taking it without realizing your heart is working harder than it should. And that pressure adds up day after day. I've seen patients in their late 60s and 70s who thought they were doing something healthy. They were sipping ginseng tea every morning, hoping to beat fatigue. What they didn't realize was that ginseng was interfering with their blood pressure medication or blood thinners, making those life-saving drugs less effective, even dangerous. Their energy improved briefly, but at a cost: erratic pulses, higher blood pressure readings, and more strain on an already aging heart. And unlike caffeine, the effects of ginseng can last longer and vary depending on the person's metabolism. For some, just a small daily dose builds up over time, quietly throwing off the heart's rhythm and exhausting its natural pace. And if you're already managing conditions like diabetes or thyroid imbalance, ginseng can make those harder to control as well. It's natural to want more energy, especially when fatigue feels like it's stealing parts of your life. But your heart isn't a battery to be charged. It's a living organ that needs steadiness, not surges. Real, lasting energy comes from better sleep, balanced blood sugar, and daily movement, not from shortcuts that strain your body at its core. So, if you're taking ginseng now, ask yourself, is this really helping me long term? Or am I just borrowing energy that my heart can't afford to repay? And if ginseng surprised you, wait until you hear about the next herb, one that's quietly hiding in supplements and sold as a natural aphrodisiac, but it's been linked to emergency room visits and heart attacks in older adults. Let's talk about it. 3. Yohimbe, the hidden danger in male supplements. As we grow older, it's natural to want to hold on to vitality, to feel strong, confident, and capable. That's why many seniors, especially men, turn to over-the-counter supplements that promise better energy, stamina, or even enhanced intimacy. And hidden in many of these pills is a powerful herb called Yohimbe. It's often labeled as natural, but what most seniors don't realize is that Yohimbe can be incredibly dangerous for the aging heart. Yohimbe works by stimulating blood flow and increasing adrenaline levels. While that may sound helpful, especially for performance, it pushes the heart into a state of overdrive, spiking blood pressure, raising heart rate, and increasing the risk of irregular heartbeat. For someone in their 30s, this might just feel like a jolt of energy. But for someone over 65, it can be a direct pathway to a heart attack or stroke. In my own practice, I've seen older men collapse hours after taking a single supplement containing Yohimbe, not knowing it would clash with their existing heart medications or pre-existing conditions. The scariest part? Most of them had no idea what they were taking. Yohimbe is often listed under alternate names like yohimbine hydrochloride or buried in proprietary blends, making it almost impossible to detect without careful label reading. Your heart is not a machine to be pushed harder. At your age, it needs consistency, calm, and protection, not surprise surges of adrenaline. But Yohimbe isn't the only herb hiding in disguise. There's another one, often found in diet pills and detox teas, that mimics your body's stress hormones and sends your heart into panic mode without you even realizing it. Let's uncover it next. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Bitter orange, the fat burner that burns your heart. In a world obsessed with quick fixes, bitter orange has become a go-to ingredient in weight loss supplements, detox teas, and natural metabolism boosters, especially popular among seniors hoping to shed a few pounds and regain a sense of control over their health. But what many don't realize is that this herb, often labeled citrus aurantium, can quietly wreak havoc on an aging heart. Bitter orange contains a chemical called synephrine, which mimics the effects of adrenaline. That means it can tighten your blood vessels, raise your blood pressure, and increase your heart rate, even while you sit still. For a younger body, the danger might be minimal. But for someone over 60, especially someone with even mild heart disease, high blood pressure, or a history of stroke, this herb can be deadly. The damage often happens slowly, hidden behind the promise of natural energy or fat burning. A few days in, you might feel more alert, but inside, your heart is working harder than it should, your arteries constricting, your blood pumping faster, your risk of arrhythmia quietly increasing. If you're also drinking caffeine or exercising while taking bitter orange, the risk doubles. Most tragic of all, it's sold as part of wellness regimens, sold to seniors who believe they're doing something good for their bodies. But what they're actually doing is turning every heartbeat into a gamble. And while bitter orange damages through adrenaline, the next herb attacks in a much quieter way by interfering with your medications, leaving your heart defenseless without you even realizing it. Let me show you what it is. 5. St. John's Wort, the silent medication disruptor. Of all the herbs that concern me as a doctor, St. John's Wort is one of the most misunderstood and one of the most dangerous for seniors taking heart medication. It's often seen as a gentle, natural remedy for low mood, anxiety, or sleep problems. And it's true, it has been used for centuries. But what most people over 60 don't know is that this herb can silently interfere with critical medications, leaving your heart vulnerable when you need protection the most. St. John's Wort affects how your liver processes drugs. It speeds up the breakdown of medications, meaning the pills you rely on may no longer work as they should. For seniors on blood thinners like warfarin, cholesterol meds like statins, or heart rhythm stabilizers like digoxin, this can be catastrophic. You may think your medications are working, but behind the scenes, your heart is slowly losing its shield. Even more troubling is that St. John's Wort is available in most health stores with no warning labels for older adults. I've had patients who took it daily with the best intentions, trying to avoid prescription antidepressants, only to suffer unstable blood pressure, missed heartbeats, or medication failure they never saw coming. You might not feel the damage right away, but that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. Now that you know which herbs to avoid, the next step is even more important by knowing what you can do instead to naturally support your heart, your energy, and your peace of mind without putting your life at risk. Let me show you a safer path forward. 6. What you should do instead. After hearing about the hidden dangers behind these common herbs, it's only natural to wonder, if not those, then what? As a senior, you want to support your heart, protect your energy, and stay emotionally balanced. The good news is, you don't need risky herbs to do that. What your heart truly needs is consistency, not complexity. The answer lies in simple, science-backed habits that work gently with your body, not against it. Start by making movement part of your daily rhythm. Just 20 to 30 minutes of walking each day helps lower blood pressure, regulate cholesterol, and calm the nervous system. Hydration matters too. Clean water over sugary drinks every time. Prioritize whole foods, vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Your heart doesn't need exotic roots. It needs the nourishment found in your kitchen. When it comes to supplements, talk to your doctor before adding anything. Bring a full list of what you're taking, even teas and vitamins. Use a pill organizer or app to help you stay on track with medications. And if you're struggling with energy, sleep, or stress, know that better answers exist. Gentle exercise, community connection, and restorative sleep are far more powerful and far safer than most realize. You don't need more pills to feel better. You need fewer things that hurt you. Now that you know what to avoid and what to embrace, there's just one final truth you need to hear. One that could change how you protect your heart for the rest of your life. Your heart has always shown up for you. Now it's your turn. For every second of your life, through joy, heartbreak, stress, sleep, and stillness, your heart has never stopped working. It has kept beating through everything, asking for nothing but a chance to keep going. But as we grow older, that silent engine needs care. Not just attention when something feels wrong, but real, daily respect for the job it's still doing at 65, 75, even 85 and beyond. The truth is, many of us spent years trusting labels, trends, or word of mouth advice about herbs and natural fixes. And while those intentions were good, the cost can be high when we don't ask deeper questions, when we treat our aging hearts like they're still young, strong, and invincible. But here's the gift in all this. It's not too late. The human heart is remarkably forgiving. Even after years of poor habits or risky choices, it can still recover when given what it truly needs: consistency, nourishment, movement, and rest. So today, I'm not asking you for perfection. I'm asking you for awareness, for courage, for that quiet decision to say, I will no longer take chances with the one organ that's loved me unconditionally. Let this be the moment you choose wisdom over impulse, clarity over confusion, and healing over habit. Because your heart deserves more than survival. It deserves to thrive. And if you've ever wondered whether it's really worth changing now, in this chapter of life, I promise you, the best years of peace, energy, and freedom are still possible, but only if you choose them. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.